Get in here. Get in here. Yeah. 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 Get your monkey asses in here. Come on now. Hurry up. Get your asses in here. You big old pieces of trash. Get on in here. Get on in here. Ugh. Ugh, it's hot. I turned on the damn heat. And it got too hot in here. Shit. Ugh. Goddamn. Woo! Rocking my Star Wars t-shirt that I got from who did I get this one? Super Geek Box? Super Geek Box. So make sure you go watch my Super Geek Box unboxing and get your own Super Geek Box. Now, one question that I keep getting, people writing me, and I wasn't paying attention to it, but then a friend of mine asked me the other day, and I'm like, why are you asking me? So here's what I got to say. For the people that are asking me, should I go see The Last Jedi? Listen, you never have to ask me that question ever again in your life, because my answer is the same as it would be for you going to see any other movie. Go see it if you want to see it, because I don't know what your opinion is going to be. You may just like it. You may not like it, but at least you gave it a chance. Okay? That's how I look at movies. Listen, it don't matter who tells me whether it's good or whether it's bad. I am going to check out a movie if I want to check it out. You know what movie I remember when it came out? I'm thinking of something that was like really bad, like just as in a bad movie. Not bad just because I didn't like the direction it went in, but remember that movie Skyline? God damn. Oh, that movie was horrible. And the trailer was kind of fucking cool. And I forgot I may have, was it Jeremy Johns? It was somebody. I saw their review on it, and me and my girl was like, fuck it, let's still go see it, We got to see for ourselves. And it was a big old piece of trash. But there are movies sometimes, friends or family or whatever, you might see a review and, people are like, nah, it wasn't good, and you go see it and it was good. Or they say it was good and you see it and you're like, what the fuck were you talking about? Saying it was good. Everybody's got different opinions. And it's kind of like, sometimes the way your best friend thinks in certain ways is fundamentally different from yours. Like, you may agree on 9 out of 10 movies, but in that 10th movie, you're like, yo, man, you're my best friend. I know you back and forth. How the hell did you like this movie? And then they'll tell you, well, I know, not just like the way they did this and they did that. Like, there's some people that when I see their reviews for The Last Jedi, I'm like, before I watch them, like just some reviewers that I watched, I'm like, like you've been watching them for years, you've been watching them so long, and then you watch them and you're like, there's no fucking way they're gonna like this movie. Let me go over there and see how they bash this movie. And then you get there and they're like, fucking loved it. So whether it's true or not, a lot of people think people were paid off. I don't know. And um, like I get shit. Like I get shit, because I like certain movies. But when I like the funny thing is when I like the movies that, the movie snobs, the people who think they're better than everybody else, but they're no smarter than everybody else. They're actually dumber. When those people, like when I like the movies that they like, oh, this was such a great movie. Yes, it was, wasn't it? The storytelling and the cinematography and the this and the that. Bravo, Tyrone. I love your movie reviews. But then when I don't like something, oh, this is the guy who liked Daredevil. He liked Batman v Superman. uh, how could you even trust what he says? It's people like that. They get pains in their clitoris when these are guys, by the way, that they're just mad because a guy that they enjoy, who's entertainment they enjoy, didn't like what they liked. But so that's my answer. And I wanted to talk about too real quick the why wasn't there a big fuss made about Rotten Tomatoes audience score a long time ago with other movies? Why all of a sudden with Star Wars The Last Jedi is the audience score now not valid, not relevant anymore? Tell me why. Every other quote unquote blockbuster or big budget movie that comes out and the audience doesn't like it, why is it not a problem then? That's what I want to know. Okay? And I don't want to hear because, some guys admitted to it on Reddit about making fake accounts. Trolls always make fake accounts to thumbs down people's shit. Whether it's YouTube or whether it's big budget, trolls are always trolling. Them making fake accounts is nothing new. Nothing new. Okay? Yeah, it was just, it's stupid. It's stupid, And I've already gone on record to say that I do not believe it was a bad movie. I did not like the movie. You understand? You ever see a woman that's clearly attractive, but she's not your type? Like, I don't want her. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, I can see, but she's pretty. I see why you like her, but she don't do nothing for me. This movie didn't do shit for me. Okay, I didn't like it. All right, and they're like Livy Doll. I absolutely, if anyone was paid off, it was Livy Doll. I do not understand. This is a person who like. I asked her, did she see Rogue One, and then on her whole Star Wars purist bullshit and shit that she heard. Now I heard this and I heard that, and then this is a chick that dresses up to go see movies in her fucking Star Wars cosplay, and then she didn't want to watch Rogue One, and I had her watch it, and I think she actually liked it, where she thought or it was like better than what she thought or better than what people said. Don't ever let your friends or some critics or whatever tell you what to think about a movie. Watch it your fucking self. But it's just some of the strangest shit. It's just some critics that I know, some critics that I don't know, and I watch their reviews pretty faithfully. And like the people that like, I'm just like, you fucking like this? You like this? You're the guy who hated this, who hated that, who hated this, who hated that, but you liked this. You know what I mean? It's just, but I don't make a big fuss about it. Yeah, I mean, so some people, they have to get it out by commenting on your video. Me, it's in my head. I'm just like, really, dog? Oh, okay. It's just a movie. Okay. And as a fan of certain things, because they're so deep rooted in you and nostalgia, some things you have more feelings for than others. Like, y'all seen me rant and rave about Dragon Ball Super. At the end of the day, it's still an anime. I mean, it really has no impact on my life. Well, not that much impact, But it's sacred to me because I, grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball was a small part of my life. I discovered Dragon Ball first, just never didn't know what it was, and when I finally found Dragon Ball Z, I was like, this dude has the same haircut as that kid in that cartoon that I used to watch. And I was just like, I think it's the same dude. I think he's grown in this. And then, the whole Toonami thing, it just became so popular and part of your life. And when things don't go the way you want it to go. See, here's the thing, too, as a fan. And this is one thing I want to tell you. I was watching Kevin Smith earlier. And Kevin Smith, I didn't finish his review because his review was really long. But he had said something, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, but basically as a fan, he's like, show me something new, which is what this movie did. But I would argue that point because there's different ways to go with that. There, because people could argue and say, well, show me something different. Show me something I haven't seen, which is what this movie fucking did. But I would argue that when you give us what we want, something that we expect, you can still show it to us in a way we haven't seen. I've told you guys, stories never really change fundamentally. So it's just, let me ask you this. Okay, let me give you a little scenario in the movie, and you tell me what's going to happen, okay? Okay, I'm a martial artist, right? I'm a martial artist. I'm a good guy in the community. I'm a nice guy in the community, right? And at one point, a gang organization moves into my town, okay? And I go to face the bad guys. Beginning of the movie, all right? When I get to the bad guys' warehouse, I beat up all the henchmen, right? And then the leader comes out, their boss comes out. And it's my older brother that I haven't seen in 5 years. What's going to happen at this point when I fight my older brother? What's going to happen? Come on. Come on. Come on, start answering. Exactly, O Genesis. Exactly. 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 This guy's in here putting in stupid fucking answers. Exactly. He's going to beat me. Because if I beat him, then the movie's over. Okay? So then it's usually a healing session, and my brother's taking over the town and running things, and who knows, I might even going into hiding because I'm so defeated and I'm hurt or heartbroken because it's my brother. But then somewhere where I go through a training montage, I go through his henchmen one more time, and we get to a point where I beat him and I save the town. That's how it goes. We always know how a movie's going to go. But it just depends on how we tell the story. So, for example, if there's dozens of ways to tell that type of story. and say, damn, I think that was gonna happen. Wow, how did like it's like you can watch a movie and you can know what's going to happen, but the way they show you what you thought was going to happen can be the coolest thing in the world. Like remember, I'm just thinking, like remember when they showed Luke's X-Wing submerged in that damn lagoon or whatever? And you got in your head, oh shit, when everything's ready to go, he's gonna raise that motherfucker just like he rose it in the swamp with Yoda. And well, no, Yoda actually rose it. And then, he's gonna go fight. But they didn't do that. But because we thought that was gonna happen, that could have been some major fan service, but at the same time, if they had done it in a creative way, you know what I'm saying? It would have been so fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like, what if? You know what I mean? I mean, there's different ways to tell the story. But, I mean, what if, okay, so the way they told the story for Luke to go help was for him to project himself. You know what I'm saying? That's how they told the story of the hero helping. We all knew Luke would show up in the end, okay? That's what I mean by how you know what's going to happen, but it's how they did it was the fucking problem. A bunch of us would have loved for at some point, what if he was meditating, he could feel what was going on, and all of a sudden he opens the door to the fucking hut, and his fucking robe is flapping in the wind, and you just see behind him the X-Wing raise up behind him. Fucking powered on. Thrusters going. And he climbs up in that bitch. What if that had to happen? And then he showed up on the battlefield in the nick of time. In both scenarios, we knew Luke was going to show up at the end. You get what I'm saying? But the way they told it is the way people have a fucking problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that would have been some badass shit. You imagine that came out, robe flapping, with the green lightsaber swinging on his hip. Oh, that would have been off the chain. You just see it raise up the top of the mountain with the water falling off of it. And you see it open up. And he climbs up in that bitch. Oh, the crowd would have went fucking nuts. I know how to make movies, all right? I might start directing after I get fully fledged into acting. Disney, I'm going to direct the greatest Star Wars film of all time. That's what's going to happen. 10, 15 years from now, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to have all type of geek girls knocking down my door because they got wet off of my Luke Skywalker scene. That's what's going to happen. All right? You know what I mean? Like, it's the same, like I said, it's the same story. I think I knew where Kevin Smith was going with that by showing something different. I get that. But, and I love Kevin Smith. I ain't got no problem with him at all. I watch him a lot. But I just feel as though they could have showed us what we wanted to see, but in such a cool fucking creative way that, it had been off the chain. Like, I saw one earlier that this dude sent me a meme that said what we wanted in The Last Jedi, and it showed Luke. It was cool. It showed Luke, Han on his right, and Leia on his left. He had the saber out, and Han had the gun out. And I'm not sure if Leia had a lightsaber, and I can't remember. But it was like what we wanted. And then what we got showed that fucking space walrus with the titties sitting on the beach looking at you. And it's kind of like that. It's like, yeah, man, it's like, that would have been so cool to see them all get together. That would have been cool. Like if Han lived. What if Han lived, through the last one, but, he was able to see Luke again, and, they killed him off like this time rather than the first, than The Force Awakens, and, We got an epic green lightsaber fight from him against Kylo, and he actually beats Kylo. And the only way if Luke were to die, it'd be because of some dirty trick where he, or something where he had to sacrifice himself to save someone or something like that. Not the way this shit happened. Not the way that shit happened. Um, you know, but I don't know, man. Some of these people, I don't get it, and that's okay that I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things like people talk shit all the time about entertainers, no matter what it is that you do, whether you're a director, an actor, or whatever, and all the way down to YouTubers. You know what I mean? Like it's people that come to your channel and they're like, "How the fuck is this guy popular? How like stuff like that." But here's the thing: because I'm not a hater, people just hate to hate. They don't really have any valid reason for hating. With me, there's certain YouTube channels that I'll stumble upon, and I'll be like, God damn, 10 million subscribers. People like this shit? But at the same time, because I'm able to see the forest through the trees, I understand people. I'm just like, this just isn't my type of entertainment. I get it. It's just not my type of entertainment. I guess I can see why people think it's funny. But, you know what I mean? Like, there's something for everybody. Like, you're not going to catch me eating butter pecan ice cream. You're just not. It's not my flavor. I've never liked that type of ice cream. Okay? But you will catch me eating cookies and cream. So, that's all I got to say, y'all. That's all I got to say. I'm just fucking. Go see a movie if you want to see it. Form your own opinions, man. Form your own opinions, man. There's some directors out there that are almost an acquired taste. You know what I mean? Some directors are hit or miss. Some guys are just pretty good at consistently making films that are hits. Like they're good. They're tried and true. They're able to appeal to a mass audience, the broad audience, rather than just specific audience, smaller sections. You know what I mean? And I can't say just because someone appeals to a broader audience that they're better than another. You know what I mean? I can't say that. You know, Zack Snyder gets shit. Michael Bay gets shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to call these directors bad directors just because, on a whole, they don't appeal to the masses as much sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do that. That's not even a fair judgment. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, most people eat junk food around the world, um, or at least in the United States. Let me keep it in the United States. Most people, they have a good time. That's why we're so fucking fat over here. But a lot of people love junk food and eat junk food. Does that mean that's the best food for you? No. You know what I mean? Well, less people eat organic. Less people are healthy than are healthy. You know what I'm saying? People that's the reason why being in shape and healthy is hard. If it was easy, everybody would, you know what I mean? So, that's how I look at things. Star Wars GT. All right, y'all. So, no, I shouldn't go see it again. I don't need to see the movie again, so you can stop telling me that bullshit. Some of you, too, you're nothing but parrots. I'm telling you, learn to think for yourself. No matter what I tell you or any other person tells you, you should always do your own reading, your own research, watch other videos, this and that, before you start Some of y'all, when I see the comments on my videos, whether it's for Dragon Ball Super, whether it's for Star Wars or whatever it is, because I follow certain other YouTubers that a lot of you guys don't even know that I follow, because I've seen their videos already, I'll look at the comments and I'm like, these kids are verbatim spewing the same shit this dude just said in his video. Jesus Christ. Can anybody think for their fucking selves? All these other people, like, oh yeah, well, I saw it the first time, I didn't really like it, but then I went to see it the second time, and it was pretty good. So then people come over to me, Tyrone, you need to see it a second time. Yeah, no, I don't need to see it a fucking second time. I heard people that saw it a second time. No, I don't want to hear that shit. Don't come over here regurgitating what your favorite YouTuber, movie reviewer said to you, okay, in his video. No, I think you should go see it again, you know, it's worth a second try. No. And I love Marvel, and I love Disney, and I love Star Wars, but if I don't want to go see it again, I'm not going to see it again. I can get everything I need to get from a first viewing of something. You know what I mean? There may be certain scenes where I'm going to be like, oh, I didn't notice that. You know, but that won't change my view of a movie as a whole. You know what I mean? Because I didn't notice, you know, Leia really didn't fly. She actually kind of spacewalked. Oh, I like the movie now. Oh, it's 5 stars. 5 stars. You know, I'm really fucking glad I want to see it again. You know, if I hadn't saw it again, I'd have just left it as a 2 rating, you know? But the fact that she was really spacewalking rather than flying, you know, that changed it for me, you know? You know, no, it's not, you know what I mean? It's not. And I like the part where she, you know, she drew herself back in. You know, the whole flying thing was that, you know, I remember people, as soon as I posted my review, people were like, yeah, everybody like how, like, somebody said something about, like, how Leia went Superman or Superman Leia or something, and I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. And then one day I was just going through the comments again, and I was just like, oh. Kind of how she did a Batman v Superman, waking up in space and fun. Oh, okay. Like, as I didn't get it. I actually liked that she did that, because I was like, it harkened back to the whole, there is another. You know, so Leia, being his twin sister, may have just as much potential as Luke with the Force. She was never trained. So apparently, off screen, she's had some training, which was cool. Some people didn't like it because they didn't like the way it looked, and some people didn't like it because there was some backstory to it. It didn't bother me how it looked. And I didn't mind the fact that they surprised me with the fact that, wow, Leia has had some type of training of some sort at some point, and she was able to do that. You know, so that was cool that she was able to live. I liked that, you know, so.